Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
It's our TOEIC unit, and today we're talking about getting eyeglasses or glasses, which are things that you wear on your face to help you see if you're nearsighted or farsighted, or if you have an astigmatism like I've got. That's the main reason I wear glasses. But, of course, in today's conversation, we've got Charlie going to a glasses store, and he is looking to get a pair of new glasses because his nearsightedness seems to have gotten worse recently.
You know, when I was young, I had 20/20 vision. That means they're perfect. And I always was sad because I wanted glasses. All of my siblings had glasses except for me. I read more than they did, too. But, yeah, I just was always wanting glasses. Now I have to wear glasses to read, especially Chinese because the characters are too small. And I don't like them so much. I miss the good old days. So if you do wear glasses or you need glasses, this is a great conversation to really focus on because who knows, you may be in another country where they speak English and you'll need to know some of these words. So we're going to go through this and learn some of the ways that you talk about glasses, eyeglasses, but we're also going to talk about how to question a particular place, a store, a firm about their services and how you can get your questions answered. Right now, though, we're going to listen to a conversation between two fake people. They're fictional, Charlie and a salesperson, which is a female, which I'll read. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm looking to get new glasses for the new year. My nearsightedness seems to have worsened recently.
I'd be happy to assist. We have frames suitable for both casual and professional settings. Do you have a specific style or color in mind?
Because of the shape of my face, I typically prefer rectangular frames, but I'm open to suggestions. I'd also like something lightweight in terms of material.
Understood. How about we start by showing you some rectangular frames and then explore other shapes? Our lightweight frames are crafted from durable materials to ensure all-day comfort.
Sounds good. Additionally, I'd like to know about the types of lenses available.
Absolutely. The most basic type is the single vision lens. Then there are bifocals, which have two distinct sections. The upper part is for distance and the lower section for reading.
I do struggle with reading sometimes. And what about coatings?
Great question. We provide anti-reflective coatings to minimize glare, especially at night. There's also a blue light blocking option to reduce eye strain from digital devices.
What's the price range? I have a budget in mind.
Our frames start at $1,200 NT. Lens prices vary depending on the type and coatings you choose, but we can find something that aligns with your budget.
That's good to know. I'll browse around and try a few on.
Take your time. I'm here if you need any assistance.
Okay, everybody, it's time for us to discuss the contents of our conversation for today. The title is Finding the Perfect Frames for the New Year. This title here could suggest picture frames, which are what you put your pictures in or your photographs in if you're going to mount them on the wall. I need to go buy some picture frames. I got some family portraits I'd like to frame and put on the wall, but in this particular case, we're talking about frames for glasses. If you want to buy a pair of glasses, you need to first pick out some frames, and then you have some lenses put in them. And of course, you go to a glasses store and you look at their selection of frames and you pick one out and then you order lenses for it. And that's kind of what our conversation is all about today as Charlie goes to the glasses store. Sometimes it's called the optometrists. They fit you for glasses. They give you a test. They make you look through these different kinds of machines. You look at this one picture of a house on the horizon or something, or you have these different things, these different lenses put in front of your eyes, and you read a chart. Is it up? Is it down? Is it left? Is it right? Although in the U.S., you need to identify letters.
Yeah, it's different. I was not expecting to have my eyes tested using, fingers where, you put them down or to the side or up. And I thought that was harder than the alphabet. And I wasn't sure if I was even answering correctly. But when I did get my glasses back, the lens were really good for my eyes. I lost my glasses, though, within 2 weeks. So I paid a lot for losing my glasses, which was crazy. But what you do is you get your eyes tested, and then you can pick out the frames that you want that will go around the lenses that are made specifically for your eyes, because everyone's eyes are a little different. Tom has been wearing glasses, since you were a little kid? Right?
No, actually in university, I wore them when I was very small because I had some eye problems, and then I didn't wear glasses for many years. And then when I went to university, I realized I couldn't see the screen very well in the lecture halls, so I got glasses then, and I've been wearing glasses ever since. And in today's conversation, we've got Charlie talking to a salesperson, and Charlie begins the conversation. He says, "Hi, I'm looking to get new glasses for the new year." Indeed, the new year is upon us now, and he wants to start off freshly for the new year, start off on the right foot. And he wants to get some new glasses, and he says, "My nearsightedness seems to have worsened recently." So usually if somebody has glasses, the next question someone's going to ask is, are you nearsighted or farsighted? And if you're nearsighted, that means you're able to see things clearly if they're close to you, but you can't really see things that are far away from you. And if you're farsighted, it's the opposite.
Right. I used to get really confused about that, but just look at the words. If it says you're nearsighted, that's what you can do well. You can't do the opposite. So, yeah. There aren't, really good terms for this. I'll often have people say, what do you call it when you can see far away, but you can't see up close to you? And I said, well, there is a scientific word for that. But no one knows what it is. So we just tend to say, I'm nearsighted, I'm farsighted. Or Tom has a different problem. He says he has astigmatism, which is even more complicated. But here we've got Charlie, who can see very well up close, but when he drives or is looking at something far away, he can't see clearly. So he says to the doctor, the salesperson that is, he's at a store, "Oh, my nearsightedness seems to have worsened." You can take things like worse and add an en, it becomes a verb, worsened, gotten worse over time recently. And our salesperson is happy to assist, happy to help him, because that's what they pay her to do. She says we have frames suitable for both casual and professional settings. Your frames are just the framework or the structure outside of those lenses, the glass part, that surround the glasses, that hold those pair of eyeglasses in shape. There are lots of different styles and colors. That's always fun to go and look and see what you look best in. Some are kind of casual, some are professional. I have a friend with about 60 pairs of glasses.
Goodness.
Yeah, she's crazy about glasses. That's kind of her thing, her style, her image, is she wears a different pair every day. And some of them are so crazy that you can't wear them in an office or professional setting. She is a professor. She can't wear those while she's teaching because she looks like a nut, a crazy person. But if you talk about a professional setting, it's somewhere where you're practicing a profession or you just need to be more formal looking. Maybe while you're in the office, you have to wear a tie or a jacket. Or for the women, you can't wear, really sexy clothes. You have to kind of tone it down or something that's more appropriate.
Indeed. And, of course, the glasses I wear probably could be in both situations.
Yeah.
They're both casual and maybe professional. And the ironic thing about these glasses is that they were the only frames I liked at Walmart, and they only cost me like $12 or something like that. They were the cheapest ones. I did not buy them because they were so cheap. I bought them because I liked the style the best. And indeed, they can serve in different kinds of situations, in casual settings or professional settings. And then the salesperson has a question for Charlie. Do you have a specific style or color in mind. So there are different styles, different kinds of colors, etc. You can have round ones, you can have plastic ones, you have different kinds of metal or different colors of metal. You can have gunmetal or gold or silver or whatever. And then plastic, of course, comes in all sorts of different colors as well.
Yeah, plastic's kind of popular too. I know my friend has a lot of plastic frames. So because of the shape of my face, Charlie says, I typically prefer rectangular frames. Rectangular is an adjective, and it just means a rectangle form, in the form of a rectangle. Rectangular, we have these for all the shapes. Rectangular, circular, square doesn't work that way. It's a squarish frame or square frame, squared frame, square frames. Actually, for square, we don't put that sort of Euler at the end, but you have circular, rectangular.
Maybe oval.
Oval doesn't change, guys. It just is oval. That's how fun English is.
Then there are frameless ones as well. They just have the
glass, yeah.
What do they call those metal rods attached to the lens only, and there's no frame around the lenses. Or you've also got half-frame glasses where you've got a frame above the top part of the lens, but not on the bottom. I used to have a pair of those, but they broke pretty easily. So
I got to be careful.
I switched to regular metal frames. And yes, indeed, he typically prefers rectangular frames, but he's open to suggestions. Yeah, I'm used to wearing rectangular frames, but I wouldn't mind trying something else. Maybe if you give me a suggestion or an idea, maybe I will accept that idea. And he says, I'd also like something lightweight in terms of material. Indeed, it can be quite uncomfortable if you wear a pair of glasses that is too heavy on your face. It can be quite uncomfortable. He wants something lightweight, maybe like titanium or something.
I wanted to take a look, too, at this phrase, open to suggestions. A suggestion is just some sort of idea that someone gives you based on their own experience. Hey, do you have any suggestions for lunch? Or do you have any suggestions for a great place to go and get a haircut? I mean, people want to give their recommendations or suggestions based on things they know. But this phrase, I'm open to something, just means somebody's willing to listen to somebody else's ideas. So I'm open to suggestions. Hey, I'm open to ideas at this point. You might hear that if you're in a meeting, for example, and your boss says, hey, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to your ideas. I'd also like something lightweight in terms of material. It hurts if your glasses are too heavy. It starts hurting my nose. Sometimes it hurts people's ears. And the salesperson just says a simple understood. And that's just like a 了解, and that's it, right? Understood. So how about we start by showing you some rectangular frames and then explore other shapes. So the salesperson's smart. They start off with what Charlie's comfortable with. And then, the salesperson suggests that, he kind of look at things that he hasn't tried before or he never thought about before. And maybe his mind will be changed. Maybe he'll find that he actually looks great in more circular frames or squarish frames. So here they look at a lightweight frame. Our lightweight frames, she says, are crafted or made from durable materials to ensure all-day comfort. So they're lightweight, but they're also durable, which is really important. Durable, and it can be pronounced durable or durable. We usually are lazy and say durable. Durable. It just means it's long-lasting. It can take a beating and still not break. We use durable materials when we make things that need to have a long life. For example, a refrigerator or a car or something that you don't buy all the time, like a washing machine. You want it to be durable so that it doesn't break after a year because you spend a lot of money to buy it.
Right. I used to wear plastic glasses, but I kept forgetting to take them off when I laid down to take a nap or something.
Would they break?
And yes, I'd roll over them and they would break or they'd fall off the bed onto the floor and break that way. So I've been using metal frames ever since. But I guess there are some plastics nowadays that can bend pretty well and don't break easily. So maybe I should check into that. I don't know. But in any case here, the salesperson does say that they do have these lightweight frames, and they're made or crafted from these durable materials. And so they'll be light and they'll be durable. They won't break easily, and they'll probably be very comfortable for Charlie here. Again, he's kind of open to suggestions. He originally wore rectangular frames, but he'd like to try something else. So this kind of reminds me of Ke Wen-je, the former mayor of Taipei. He used to wear rectangular glasses, and now he wears circular glasses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess so. So I guess that might be some kind of a controversy there. Oh, he looked better before. Oh, he looks better now. So, but again, sometimes want to change their appearance, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So I want to ask why you noticed that, Tom. You're a guy.
Well, I just saw the campaign poster for the presidential election, and I thought, hey, he looks different there. Oh, he's wearing a different pair of glasses. They're round, and they're not rectangular like they were before.
See, so glasses can be something that's considered stylish or affects your style. So be careful about those. So Charlie says he's great to look at these other types of lenses that are available. The salesperson says the most basic type of lens is the single vision lens, where it just has one prescription throughout the lens or the glass that makes up the lens. There are also something called bifocals. Bifocals are usually for older people, but not necessarily, but usually. And they have two distinct or very unique sections. If something's distinct, it has a style that's recognizably different from other things in the same same basic type of item. For example, I have lots of shoes, but if I had a pair of Crocs, you could say that Crocs have a very distinctive style. Everyone knows what those are. I don't own a pair of Crocs. I think they're ugly, but that's an example. So these bifocals have two distinct sections or parts to them. The upper part of the lens is for distance. So if you just need a prescription for distance, you kind of look up. And if you need a different prescription for reading, then you look down, and the lower part of the glasses or the lens is made for reading. And Charlie says, I do struggle with reading sometimes. And then he asks about coatings. What are coatings, Tom?
Coatings are just layers that are put on the glass for protection or whatever. And the salesperson says, oh, great question. We provide anti-reflective coatings to minimize glare, especially at night. So yes, you've got these coatings on the lenses, and they are anti-reflective coatings, which means they resist reflections. So if you're wearing them, you're not going to have this glare, especially at night. Now, glare is like extra light that comes into a lens. If you're trying to take a picture or something with a camera, sometimes you'll get glare if you're pointing your camera right at a light source, like a street lamp or something like that. You get the light, but then you get all these light streaks, these lines that come off the original light. And so that's glare, which can be distracting, and it can make it difficult to see clearly. So these coatings will minimize that glare. It will get rid of all that extra light. And that was especially true at night if you're driving and you're trying to look ahead and you see all those headlights of other cars. If the glare is reduced, it will be much better on your eyes. And the salesperson also says there's also a blue light blocking option, which would be a coating, to reduce eye strain from digital devices. Yes, indeed, there is this tendency to offer some kind of protection because your computer screen or your smartphone has a certain kind of blue light coming off the screen that supposedly is bad for your vision. And so you can get a coating on your glasses to protect you from that kind of light.
Yeah, so these are really good questions that he asks. We've got our information about frames and the lenses and now the coatings. And she says that they provide anti-reflective coatings to minimize that glare. Glare is kind of that really shiny light that bounces off something else, and it makes it impossible for you to see what's going on, especially at night. That's kind of a scary feeling when you can't see clearly. Then, of course, the price. The price is probably the most important thing. Charlie has a budget in mind. And he says, she says our frames start at $1,200 NT dollars, which is $1,200. Lens prices vary or change depending on the type and coatings you choose, which makes sense. But we can find something that aligns with your budget. If something aligns with something else, it matches up well. So they're going to try to look at glasses that don't cost too much. So Charlie says that's all good to know. I'll browse around and try a few. If you browse, you just kind of casually look around a store. You don't really have plans to purchase anything. You just want to look. So if you go to a store in an English-speaking country and you just want to look around, you don't have plans to buy something, if a salesperson approaches you, you just say, "Oh, thanks, I'm just browsing," or "I'm just looking, thanks."
And the salesperson says, take your time. I'm here if you need any assistance. If you've got any questions, just let me know. Okay, that brings us to the end of our discussion about their conversation. It's time now to listen to our Chinese teacher.
听众朋友大家好，我是安娜。其实我们台湾近视人很多啊，然后大家都会去配眼镜嘛。那今天跟明天我们就来谈谈配眼镜这件事情，因为今天的主角是 Charlie 他就去眼镜行，然后想要配个眼镜。我们来看看可能会常用哪一些单字片语呢，甚至是句型。好，我们在对话当中看到就是 Charlie 跟 salesperson 就是售货员啦，就是那个店员。总而言之呢， Charlie 就先告诉店员说啊，我想要配新眼镜啊，因为近视好像加深了。首先看一下这个近视眼怎么说啊，在第一个 Charlie 出现。第一个 Charlie nearsightedness 就是所谓的近视，因为我们的视眼啊，我们看视眼视力叫做 sight S-I-G-H-T， 那如果是近视的话，不是很近的 close， 用的是 nearsighted， 前面加 near 后面加 ed， 这个是形容词哦。如果再加 ness 就会变成名词，就是所谓的近视。那远视的话呢，则是把 near 换成 farsighted， 这是形容词 farsightedness， 那个是名词。好，我的近视度数加深耶，我们就中文就想说好像要有度数，是 degree 吗？加深度数是变高吗？要用 high 吗？没有，其实你只要用一个动词，就是我的近视好像变得更糟了，就用 worsen 这个动词就可以了。同样出现在第一个 Charlie 倒数第二个字的地方。好，当然 salesperson 一定会提供他的服务啦。基本上就是会想说好，那你要配眼镜，先选一个镜框，镜框就出现在第一个 salesperson 第二句的地方 frame本来就有框架，相框的那个 frame 有没有？也是用这个 frame， 只要是框都可以用 frame。所以眼镜的镜框我们要先挑啊。那你想要什么样的风格呢？你想要比较休闲的吗？接下来就可以看一些形容词咯。同样在这一句话，例如 casual， 你要专业一点的吗？ professional， 那你要什么样的特别的风格吗？接下来第三句 style，或者你比较喜欢什么颜色呢？ color， 这些都是我们在这个挑镜框啊，或者是说配眼镜的时候常会用到的单字。好，那接下来的 Charlie 就讲得更专业了。他觉得他自己的脸型呢比较适合什么形状。好，所以这个脸型的型啊，第二个 Charlie 第一句直接用 shape 就好，这个形状嘛因为这个 because of the shape of my face， 我的脸型是怎么样呢？我就比较喜欢 prefer一些什么形状，当然我们就要把一些什么三角形啊、方形啊、矩形 rectangular 啊这些啊这个形状的就常会在这种对话当中出现。好，接下来想要特别讲到是同样的第二个 Charlie 第一句有一个片语我觉得蛮好用，叫做 be open to something， 对什么什么是很开放性的。TO2 介系词哦，中文可以说我很乐于听你的建议啊，但是我也喜欢听听别人的想法。 be open to suggestions， be open to something。所以基本上呢，也可以从这个形状啦，或者是甚至材质都可以去谈。第二个 Charlie 在第二句的地方就提到材质这个字 material， 那他喜欢轻一点的嘛，那个轻呢如果你光用 light OK 它也是轻的意思，但是如果特别讲重量的轻，用 lightweight lightweight 同样出现在这一句话，因为 light 这个字本身当形容词，它也有很明亮的意思，所以如果特别讲重量比较轻，用 lightweight 会比较精准。第二个 salesperson 啊，在第一句话这边刚好有一个字叫做 understood，在这个地方就要特别去注意一下哦，他这里的了解用的是一个过去式 I understood， 我之前就了解嘛 I know something I'm understood OK 我现在就了解了。好，不然现在就开始挑镜框啊，然后这个材料就是要有 lightweight 轻的嘛。不过这个材料除了轻之外啊，第二个 salesperson 第三句有一个形容词也可以学起来，叫做 durable 就是所谓的耐用的，比较持久的，耐用的镜框，然后又比较轻，就会比较舒服一点。那比较舒服，这个真的就是 comfortable 嘛，所以在这里我们看到的 comfort， 可是它用名词耶，因为前面有一个动词叫做 ensure， ensure 就是确保后面那一件事情会发生。所以如果是框很轻，然后材质也耐用不错的话，这件事情就可以 ensure 确保all day comfort 整天舒适，这件事情就可以发生。当然这个 ensure 跟其他的这个动词也有一点点这个相关，为什么呢？因为同样的 insure insure 这个动词则是帮某人买保险的意思， insure someone 帮某人买保险，因为保险叫做 insurance 嘛， insure 所以同样发音刚好就这两个字。好，希望不会造成大家的混淆。好，接下来就看一下啦。查理就想说，那我想要了解一下有哪些镜片，因为框选好了就要挑镜片。镜片基本上现在都会做很多的处理啦，包括你到底是要单焦还是多焦之类的。所以我们来看一下第三个 salesperson， 如果是单焦的镜片的话呢，叫做 single vision， 单焦的 lens， 在第三个salesperson 的第二句的地方。如果说呢有多焦的镜片啊，这个就是这个年纪大的人可能会需要啦，因为有老花眼这样子。好了，有老花眼。那如果说呢，除了说在这个单焦还是双焦之外，有时候还会有涂层啊，要不要变色啦，还是要防蓝光啦，或什么之类的。那个是镜片选完之后啊，另外再加工的那个涂层就是另外再弄上去一层，那个叫做 coating。那 coating 当中就会有一些专业到底有哪些，所以第四个 salesperson 在第二句的地方开始出现咯。如果你要防眩光的 coating 就是 anti-reflective coating 啊，如果你要防蓝光，中文说防蓝光其实是阻挡，把它 block 起来，有没有？所以接下来在第三句的地方有一个 blue light blocking， 这个是所谓的阻挡蓝光。当然阻挡蓝光主要就是针对那些 3C 产品啊，这样眼睛就不会很疲劳啊。同样这句还不要放过哦，眼睛不会很疲劳的眼睛疲劳叫做 eye strain， eye strain 就是很紧绷啦，因为那些 digital devices。但是最重要的呢，第五个 Charlie 有一个字还是要提醒大家，那大概是多少钱呢？因为我大概也有一些自己的预算这样子。英文的预算这个字啊，请不要再念错啦，各位读者。第五个 Charlie 第二句 budget 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 预算。好，那后来 Charlie 真的就订了眼镜哦，我们明天会带大家来看看这个眼镜的订单长什么样子。我是安娜，我们明天见。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, let's continue with our lesson now. We've got some useful expressions. Remember, Charlie has gone into a glasses store and is asking about services. So here are some different ways that you can inquire about services. The first one is, well, how much does it cost for an overstay or overnight stay in this hotel? You could also say, how much does a room cost for the night? How much do you charge for a room per night?
Yeah, what's the cost? How much does it cost? What's the charge? What's the rate for one night in your hotel. But there are different types of rooms, so make sure you have all of the details with you when you ask this sort of question, because they would say, do you want a suite? Do you want a one-bedroom? Do you want a two-bedroom? Do you want a two-bed? Do you want a one-bed? There are lots of different types of rooms in hotels, so make sure you have all the info that you need before you go shopping around or looking or asking for quotes or prices. Number 2, could you provide a quotation for a group booking for 20 people? Sometimes we'll want to book something, for example, a weya or something where you need a big room and you've got lots of plans and you are trying to find the best price you can. So what you should do is actually get quotations from several different places and then compare and then select from there. But yeah, could you provide a quote? You don't even have to say quotation. Could you give me a quote for a group booking and then say how many people and what you need?
Maybe you'll get a discount or something for more people, like for a table at a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
And our third suggestion here is, do you offer a trial period for your software? Do you have this trial period? In other words, if I buy the software, can I use it for a while? And if I like it, I can keep it. If I don't like it, I can return it for a full refund.
I always do those trial periods, but you have to be careful and make sure you write down the date, because if you sign up for a trial period, they want your credit card and it will automatically charge if you don't cancel. So make sure you know what you're doing, but I always do the trial period. And lately I've been better about canceling before the trial period is over. So these are just some ways to get more information about services or goods that you need. I think it's always good to get more information rather than less before you make a big purchase, especially if you're investing a lot of money. Here's a discussion question. Do you view glasses purely as functional items for vision correction, or also as a fashion accessory? What about you, Tom?
I'm not too concerned about what they look like, just as long as they don't look stupid or dumb or silly or something like that. I view them as purely functional, but again, I don't want them to look ridiculous either, and that's why I have some very conservative basic frames that I got at Walmart for only $10.
Oh,
How
wow.
about you?
I think they're a fashion accessory, of course. So I would make sure that the frames I got look great on me and would go with a lot of colors. I'm not like my friend who owns 60 pairs. I could only afford a couple pairs.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our lesson for today. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again next time when we talk about the breakdown with Charlie's order with Vision Perfect. We look forward to seeing you then. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.